Hello, welcome. My name is Henry Simon. This one, yeah, Henry Simon. Today I will show about my internal project about the currency application. This one is a version 2. It's an updated version from my previous application that you can see also in the same channel from youtube.com/Henry Simon Masi. But this one is the version 2 I've upgraded. So what this application do is retrieve currency information online from the web available about the currency information and get those value and store it in the database on my database so that later on I can view the value of the currency itself. So what this technology that I use is a web-based development using chart. I'm using C# for the development that can be viewed in the web browser and also can be viewed in the Android handphone. Also have a native Android application that can connect to the local server to retrieve the value information from my database. So I don't have to go to my desktop or laptop to view in the web browser, but instead I can just view it from my handphone, which is more easier. Okay, let's start with the web-based version first. Let's open the URL. This one is the URL I've already prepared for you. Okay, it's loading. Okay, it's loading nicely. Let's start first with the title first. Yeah, I won't go into the content first. I go to the title. So this is the kurs dollar. This is the title. I have a tooltip for this. So in the title itself, it has a hyperlink for the online currency information where I get this from. So this is the URL. You can see this is a kursdollar.net. This is an online application. This is I didn't create this. I just get this is somebody else created online, and I just get the value from this URL. I have a console application that being scheduled to run every 9 a.m. in the morning to retrieve the information. That console I have provide a template to get from this HTML. So it's basically a program to retrieve HTML and can read the value based on the template given. So if the template is like this, and I provided which value that I want to get, let's say I just want to get this value instead, I can just provide the template. Okay, so yeah, so basically this is the value that I will trying to get only from Kurs BCA. I didn't try to get from the other bank. Yeah, there are other bank. There are Bank Indonesia, Bank Mandiri, Bank BNI, Panin, and CIMB, and other. But I just only want to try to BCA because it's a usually this is the best value that I try to compare lah. Okay, let's get back to the my application. So basically in my application I have a two part. Yeah, in the upper part is a chart, and in the lower part there is a tabular grid. So let's start with the chart first. Okay, so in this one is basically the chart is shows last 3 months of value. There is a two line. Yeah, I have a provide two line, which is the green line is the buying. It means that the customer buying price. So usually the customer buying price is higher than the one that when you do selling. So when you sell is usually lower because the trader will have a profit lah from that. So you can see in the USD, the movement, dollar and the Singapore dollar and the euro, GBP, and yeah. So this chart I create using MVC, yeah. So even though you see there's a multiple chart in here, actually I just create one chart, and it accept parameter which is the currency and how many period do you want to see, like 3 month or 5 month or other. And then I just call that the same function multiple times using different parameter, so you can have this kind of information, multiple currency. And also you can change if you, this is the last 3 months, yeah. Let's say I want to view the last 5 months. So this is, I'm using Ajax, yeah, so you don't need to reload, it will automatically reload. So you can see this already changing to the last 5 months in here. Yeah, if 5 months the graphic is more can see lah the movement, and also the date is also smaller. You can see this is more because there is more date. Yeah, using Ajax is cool because you don't have to reload. You can just move. Yeah, it's changed to the last 3 months. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, let's move to the tabular grid. This is the tabular grid. So basically in this tabular grid I have an upper information which is the summary information, and I have the lower for the daily price information. So let's try with the summary information first. So in the upper part there's a summary information for comparison between the minimum and maximum of the last 3 months. Let's say this mean is the minimum of buying is 13,044,445, and the maximum is 13,720. This one. So you can see the movement. So in the last 5 months the minimum is more lower, and then you also see the percentage. Percentage means the comparison between current value with this range of value. So if you like this, then you can see the current value is a 30% value, which means that it's below average. You can also see other, which is like this one is a Malaysian rupiah is 87% value, means it's quite high, yeah. Yeah, I also use coloring, yeah. So if near above 50%, I will color it red. If below 20%, I will color it green. So you can see in this is red, this is green. And for profit also, I make it color. If it is bigger than 0, you will have color. This one is not bigger than, it doesn't have color. So it's just a point out. This profit in here is a 9 point profit. But in this one I don't have color because it's a profit, but is 82%. So I could get more lah if let's say the profit, the percentage of current price is 20%, which means is very low or very high. Okay, something like that. Yeah, and the rest is daily information. Like this one, 20 January is a current day. Is I get it from the time 7:35. As you can see in here, let's open up. In here is the latest one is 20 January 7:35. As you can see, 20 January 7:35. The value is 13,530. You can see this one. Although it's a bit different. This one is bank selling for this price. Then it means that I will buy for that price from the bank. So this one is buy and this one is a sell. So bank sell for this much, which means that I buy for this much, and this is the one where I can sell. I also have a drill function, yeah. So that if you want to, this one because it's a summary, I just list the buying price. But if you want to see the like this one is a buying and selling, I can click in it. Let's say I want to view more detail about the USD, I can click it and will open up a detail page which consists of a buying and selling with the date, and the graphic is more bigger and focused. Yeah, you can see in here, and you can compare the price. Let's see if you want to compare the price. Is selling for 13,230. You can see 13,230, and buying is 13,530. Yeah, this one. Okay, let's close this up. What other function do I have? Oh yeah, there is also a button. Yeah, I have also a button in here. So previously I mentioned that I using schedule to retrieve the currency from the online web every 9 a.m. in the morning. But let's say I want to update manually also, so I can just click in here. Let's say they have update, because usually in the course information they not only update daily, but every 3 hours or 4 hours they update. So it could be like 11:30 they update information. I can just click update from here. Okay, it's finished. Let's move to the Android application. I also have the Android version. This is my Android. Let's go to the, this is my Android application. Let's try to open it. This is the application. Maybe I should start with the setting information first, before I go deep into this one. So in this menu, I have two menu, is a setting and about. Let's try to the about first. So in the about is, I mentioned who created this application is me, Henry Simon from Jakarta, Indonesia. And I'll also have setting information. So this one is a setting of IP to contact the server to get the information. This is the first IP and this is the second IP. Usually I have a two IP. Usually this is my home IP and this is my laptop IP. So if I work in the office, I want to get the information from my handphone, you will check both, but you will check the first one. If cannot connect, then you will check the second IP. And in here also I have a currency information, because I have a limited space in the handphone, so I only display two currency. This one I choose US dollar and British pound. Okay, let's move to the tabular grid. This is the tabular grid that I already provide. This I already retrieved. There is the latest value 20 January. The USD is this one, and the German pound is the 16,730. As you can see in here, JBP, this one. I can try to change to get the Singapore dollar. This is the GBP. I try to change to the Singapore dollar. Try to change it to Singapore dollar. I click save, and it will empty the grid first, because it doesn't have the information, meaning that you have to update from the server. So I just click local. Update from my calculator, and you will get the information US dollar and SGD, as you can compare from here. Let's try opening the buy sell information. So in here you can see the SGD buy is 9,420, this one, and the selling is 9,343, this one. You can see there is up 15 point. Up 15 point. I think this is the summary of my application. It's just a simple currency information. This is because maybe I just want to view it in my handphone instead of going to my desktop. Finish. Okay, thank you for watching. Hope to keep update about my other latest development. Thank you.